Imagine being called stupid in front of a room full of people. Imagine being humiliated, not because you lacked intelligence, but because you didn't wear an expensive suit, or carry a golden watch on your wrist, or have the smooth arrogance of a billionaire CEO. What if I told you that one insult, just one careless word from a man of wealth and power, cost him not thousands, not millions, but a staggering $3.5 billion deal, lost in a single heartbeat? Stay with me until the end of this story, because I promise, it will change the way you see respect, dignity, and true success. And if stories like this inspire you, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss more life-changing stories we share with you. The story begins with a man named Daniel Carter. Daniel was a decorated veteran who had served his country with honor. But after coming home, his life was anything but easy. He wasn't welcomed with parades and applause. He was welcomed with bills, sleepless nights, and the overwhelming weight of raising his 7-year-old daughter, Emily, all on his own. His wife had passed away in a car accident when Emily was just a baby. Since then, Daniel had been both mom and dad, soldier and nurturer, protector and provider. By day, he worked long shifts as a mechanic, his hands permanently scarred with oil and grease. By night, he studied business management online, dreaming of building something of his own, a small company that could give other veterans jobs and hope when they returned home with broken bodies and broken spirits. Life wasn't easy, but Daniel had a quiet strength that kept him going. Emily was his world. She would sit on his lap while he read his textbooks, her tiny voice saying, "Daddy, one day you'll be the boss, and I'll help you." One evening, Daniel got the chance of a lifetime. His small business idea, an innovative repair service that used technology to connect skilled veterans to clients, caught the eye of an investment firm. That firm was arranging a pitch meeting with Victor Steele, the billionaire CEO known for his sharp tongue and ruthless business style. Victor was famous in the corporate world. To some, he was a genius. To others, he was a shark who fed on the weak. Daniel walked into the towering glass skyscraper where the meeting was held. His suit wasn't Armani, it was borrowed from a neighbor. His shoes weren't Italian leather, they were polished but scuffed. He carried not the confidence of money, but the dignity of a man who had fought battles most would never understand. Sitting across from him was Victor Steele, surrounded by assistants and board members, every one of them dressed to impress. Daniel began his pitch, his voice steady, though his palms were sweaty. He spoke about veterans, about giving them purpose, about his idea for a business that wasn't just about profit, but about people. For a moment, the room was quiet, listening. But then Victor leaned back in his chair, smirked, and with a voice dripping in arrogance, said the word that cut through Daniel like a knife. "Stupid." He didn't just say it, he laughed after it, and the room followed. "This is the stupidest idea I've ever heard. You think charity makes money? You think people will invest in sob stories? You're just a broke mechanic trying to play businessman. You don't belong here." The words echoed in Daniel's ears. His face flushed with shame, but he didn't break. He looked at Victor calmly, nodded once, and quietly gathered his notes. He thought of Emily, waiting at home, believing in him. He wouldn't let her see him defeated. But here's where fate twisted. In that same room sat William Harrington, a silent partner in the firm. William was one of the wealthiest men in the world, but unlike Victor, he carried himself with humility. And William was also a father. As he watched Daniel endure humiliation without losing his dignity, something struck him deeply. He stood up. "Victor," William said firmly, "I've made my decision. I'm pulling out of this deal." Victor's smile vanished. "What are you talking about? This is a multi-billion-dollar merger. You can't just—" "I can," William interrupted, "and I will. I refuse to do business with a man who mocks veterans, single fathers, and people who actually have the courage to stand for something. Daniel, your idea may not fit Victor's shallow definition of success, but it fits mine. I'm investing in you." Gasps filled the room. Victor's empire had just lost $3.5 billion in an instant, because of one word, stupid. His arrogance had cost him everything. Daniel, stunned, could barely speak. William shook his hand firmly. "Your idea has heart, Daniel. And sometimes, heart is what the world needs more than another soulless corporation." From that day forward, Daniel's company grew with William's backing. Veterans found jobs, families found hope, and Emily? She got to see her father not just as her hero at home, but as a leader to many. Daniel often told her, "Sweetheart, remember this, people may laugh at you, people may doubt you, but never let anyone take away your dignity. Respect is worth more than gold." And Victor? His name became a cautionary tale in the business world.